Hi, my name is 𝐂𝐭𝐦 𝐎𝐧𝐥𝐢. I'm an independent consultant with Close to My Heart, and I live in Luray, Virginia. And today I wanted to jump in and share with you everything that is merrymaking in the Close to My Heart world. So if you're not familiar, we have two brand new books. This is our seasonal book, so it's September and October. It has a little bit of fall, as well as a touch of Halloween and some Christmas items. And so that is available for 2 months only. And then our brand new core catalog is available until August of 2021. So I am going to be referencing both of those during my presentation today, and you can look at copies of both of these at www.inallsassiness.com. So before we get started, I wanted to go over my show specials so that you can keep those in mind and take notes if you need to as I go through my presentation. So my special today is if you spend $50 on any of the items, then you may choose a free create and take from my shop. If you spend $100, then you can choose $25 in free product, either from my shop or from my Close to My Heart website. So to find those, you're going to go to that site again, www.inallsassiness.com. That's INALLSASSINESS.com, and that will take you to a landing page. And on the landing page, you can choose to go to my Close to My Heart website, where you'll find all of our current products, or you can go to my shop, where you'll find all of my custom art, the bundle specials that I'm talking to you today about, and all of my specials. So both of those are available for you for your convenience. In addition, I will have a section in my shop where I am featuring the items that I'm showcasing to you today. And if you purchase any of those items, then you have a drop down that will allow you to purchase any of our tri-blend markers or our shimmer brushes for a participant special. So make sure you check out both of those. So when I think of merrymaking and what makes me happy with my scrapbooking, especially around the holidays, I think of glitter. Whether it's shimmer brushes, which we have a wealth of colors of. These come in lots of different colors. They have the tips on the edges, so you can see the colors that you have. We've added some new colors. We also have beautiful, beautiful glitter paper. Our glitter paper is fabulous for thin cuts as well as Cricut cuts, and it works just absolutely, it's gorgeous. The glitter doesn't come off, very little of it will come off, and so I think that that is a huge selling point and advantage of our papers. And then we also have Shimmer Trim, which these are beautiful. These are just a few of our newer colors, and they have a self-adhesive backing. So you just pull from the film. Let me see if I can catch this bluebell. You just pull it just a little bit, and it's sticky on the back. So it does give you a lot of flexibility. It's very thin as far as weight, so you can wrap it around almost like a ribbon, or you can put it on your cardstock as well. And then we also have some brand new markers, and we have 3 sets. I have 2 today, and these are our metallic markers, and these are gorgeous. They're Spectrum Noir, and they just turn out absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to show you some examples of all of this glitter and ways that you can incorporate it in your artwork today. So let's get started. I'm going to slide these out of the way. The first thing that I want to show you is an advent calendar that I created. This is an 8.5 by 11, so not quite a standard size, but something you could find a frame for, which is what I plan on doing. I plan on putting it in an 8.5 by 11 wood shadow box frame without the glass so that you can reach all the doors. And so this is a die that we have that Close to My Heart sells. It's brand new, and it's a tabbed door, so all the little doors open. And I'm going to show you how to create with it in a second. But here you can see I used our brand new scarlet paper. Hopefully you can catch that, as well as our Comfort and Joy pattern paper. I used some of our stickles, the Black Diamond stickles, which is by Ranger. That is not new to the industry, but new to Close to My Heart. And the little doors each open up. So you can see that there are lots of the accents of the papers, and I have acetate underneath. So if you wanted to put a little sticky note or a little surprise or a little message, you could do that, and then it's not going to ruin the paper because it's acetate underneath. And you'll see that it is popped up on foam in between the little layers. So lots of fun. When I first saw this tab, I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so cute as a little advent calendar. So the die, I also wanted to try something fun. And I came up with this card. So it's the same thing. It has all the little doors, and I have little dots on each of the door to help you open them. And hopefully you can see as those pop open, I've stamped little images inside, and quite a few of them have our shimmer brushes on them to add additional glitter and fun. So I wanted to show you how to do that quickly today. When you cut it out, I actually I cheated, I pre-did some of the pieces for you. It's going to look like this, okay? So I took my bone folder and I just simply opened up each of the windows, just like that. And that is my main piece. I did trim mine down a little bit on the edges. It has this beautiful stitched rim, which you can't really see by the camera, but I trimmed those down a little bit. And then I took a second one like this, and this was out of white, and I cut off all the windows. That created a template. So now I know exactly where my windows are. I can pop open my stamp, and you can see I've used this template. You can use it over and over again. So this is my little gingerbread stamp, and I can see right where to stamp him with inside that window. And once you've done all of the images, it's going to look like this, okay? Now, you can take your markers, your shimmer brushes, any of those coloring things that you like to color with, or you could leave it black and white, and you could color in all of those images. These particular images come from this fun stamp. Oops, I forgot the paper, sorry. You can see, and almost all of these, the only one that doesn't fit is the little candles. That one's a little bit too wide, and the wreath. But all of the little images fit in some of the windows. So it gives you lots of opportunities. There's a Santa and there's a few elves and all sorts of fun things. So with those, once you have those down, then what you're going to do is you're going to actually put it on your base. So I have a green base that's just a little bit bigger that I wanted to use. And I love our cardstock because it is two colors. So the darker color is the main color, and then the lighter color is on the back. So it gives you just more variation. So I'm just gonna center that just like that. Then I'm gonna take my window piece. I'm gonna flatten all my little windows, and I'm gonna go around it with my adhesive runner. Now, you can pop it up on foam if you want. I did that with the advent calendar, but I did not do it with this one. So then this is gonna go directly over that white piece. Oops, just like that. And of course, then you can either pop it up or glue it to your card front. I'm just gonna glue it to the card front this time. But I cut mine so that there would be a little bit of a margin of the white showing so that you could see all three colors. Now, remember I said that our cardstock was two-tone. So this is the lighter side of the green apple and the darker side. And then I cut a white, and I also cut a candy apple on the lighter side. So what I've done is I've gone through and cut off the little windows for each one, and you're gonna put adhesive on the back, and then you're gonna just slightly press down to put them on the actual doors. Now you do have to be careful because the doors do have, some of them are very close in size, but they're not the exact same size. So you want to make sure that you get the right tabs in the right places. And of course you could stamp on these if you wanted to, but I just opted not to because I liked the solid. So then you would go down all the way through and add, some of them pop upward and so forth. And then for a finishing touch, I used our dots and just did white dots on all the little door tabs to make them look like doors, and to prompt someone to actually open them and look and see what's inside those little tabs, just like that. So again, lots and lots of fun, something that's very easy. And then of course you can use your shimmer brush or your colors, your markers, what have you, to color all of the little pieces. So let me move these out of the way. You can see on this one that I also use all these little numbers. And we have a set that I use throughout my entire presentation. This set has those little alphabet and numbers that will fit on these. And really, this one right here and this one are the only one that was super tight, but they still worked very nicely. And then it has some grids, and it also has some little thin cuts that I'm going to show you a little bit later. So this is the Scarlet again. You can see how I use the glitter paper on that. I also use that black stickles on the little berries. I don't know if the light catches those or not, but all through the Advent calendar. So the next thing that I want to show you are my gnomes. These were actually created with our Gnome Garden Gnomes stamp set in thin cut. And it is brand new. We also have a Halloween one, but this was the one that was for the garden and for the fall. And so I basically took both of the gnomes and stamped them and used the glitter, the shimmer brushes, where you tap on your finger. So if this is your shimmer brush, you tap with your finger and it creates this beautiful sparkle background. On the little ornaments up here, or the little bulbs, I use those metallic markers that I was telling you about. And then of course this is the black stickles. The beards, I love doing the beards with the clear shimmer brush because it just makes their beards pop out just a little bit. You can see that one as well. This one worked perfect as a Santa gnome. And here's the one with those little banners that I was showing you on the last project. This is how I use those little banners with the letters. So I thought that those were lots of fun. Gnomes are very, very trendy right now. The next thing I wanted to show you is the Shimmer Trim and the glitter brush in a little book. So this is my gingerbread book. You can see I've used the Shimmer Trim on the binding. And you can go through, and I've used the glitter sequins. All of the little gingerbreads are done with the toffee shimmer brushes, as well as the accent. So that's lots of fun. Here's some more of our glitter paper. So you could use it under Cricut cuts, right? And then of course you can just use the glitter paper just straight on. So lots of options for that as well. The next thing that I want to show you is some gold foil. Because if you remember, I said I loved glitter and metallics, and I thought this was a wonderful way to use the gold foil. So this is our scrapbooking workshop project. It is called Comfort and Joy. It comes as a full kit, and with that kit you get this wonderful direction. Some of the pieces are pre-cut for you, or they're die cut for you for easy access. So I never want to follow the rules, and I wanted to change it up. We have a very elegant and classy Santa that we go to see, and so I thought, oh my goodness, this would look so pretty with all the gold accents from Santa's chair. And so I switched it up a little bit, and I used this gorgeous gold foil paper. It also goes through our Cricut absolutely seamlessly, as well as our thin cuts. So you can see that there's the gold foil paper as the bases, and then I also use them for all of my photo mats, which hopefully you guys can see that under the camera. So this is one layout that's in the project. This is the second one. All of this was die cutted for you already, so all you have to do is pop it out. But I wanted to point out not only the gold glitter paper and the gold foil over here, but you can see here how I splattered. I did it here and here around this accent, so it's not the entire base, and then down here. And that was splattered with those shimmer brushes. So again, if this is your shimmer brush, you can see I have ink on my hands from doing it. You just tap gently wherever you want to put your glitter, and it's going to glitter and sparkle in those specific areas. So that's something that I really like. I've seen a lot of it in our industry right now, and I just think it's fun to do it either in little sections around your compliments and your accents, or on the whole page, as you'll see in a little while. So this is the last one. This one I did change a little bit as well from the guide, in that I added again that gold foil paper. And again, I just think it adds such a fun twist to it. So the next thing I wanted to show you was some more of our glitter paper. Now these are our brand new glitter papers. We have both the Bluebell, which is our color of the year, as well as the Sapphire. And you can see that I have cut these little flowers out on my Cricut, and they're just seamless. They're absolutely perfect. They are so easy to pull off the carrier sheet, and they just do wonders. So all of the kits and the projects that I've shown you, they are available in my shop at www.inallsassiness.com, or of course you can recreate them on your own. But I love the simplicity of this layout and how those little bursts of shimmer trim and glitter paper really pop. The next thing I wanted to show you are these gorgeous, gorgeous cards. So these are made, this is our evergreen glitter paper and white cardstock, and that's all it is. You can see it close up. There's 3 dies that are in this series, so they all come together. So you have a base, and then you have a bottom layer, you have a middle layer, and then you have a top layer. And you can play with all sorts of arrangements. Here are some cards that I did. These are actually sympathy cards, but they could also work for Christmas. So you can see the different variations of the colors. My son and I played with these for hours, just switching up the colors. So much fun, so much fun. These shadings will also be great for Hanukkah, so keep that in mind too. But absolutely fun. The easiest cards, I kid you not, that you will ever put together. They are so simple. The trickiest part is just popping out the little pieces from the die cuts, but they go through any standard machine. And this is an example for the next layout of how I splattered a lot. So if you remember in the first one, I just splattered a few little spots. Here I took the evergreen shimmer brush and splattered the entire base, and I love the way that it turned out. And of course you can't see it very detailed, but when it's up against the color, as you'll see here, then you can see it much better, and it really pops that color. So these are those same 2 dies that I just showed you, right? The cards, I made the cards and then used those as accents in my layout. So it really popped out that green color. And if you'll notice all these little dots here, these solid clusters, there's a little baby one there, there's some on the journaling, there's some down here. Those are the pieces that popped out when I made those cards. So you can save them in a little baggie. I've done that, or a little craft jar, and then you can use them on your projects elsewhere or on additional projects. So here you'll see that there's the glitter paper as well as the splatter, so that it all kind of ties in together. And then there's also this fun bow. And the fun bow is also a thin cut that we have. It looks like this. When you cut it out, it cuts out in 2 pieces. It cuts beautifully on the glitter paper. It does fabulous. I was very surprised. It also has a stitch, which you can't see very well on the glitter paper, but you can see it excellent on the cardstock. And so essentially, you're just going to fold this little guy into the center and fold that one. Use a glue dot to reinforce. And then if it wasn't glitter paper, because of the adhesiveness, you would just stick it like that and wrap this piece around. But if I wrap it around, because the glitter paper is a different color, then you'll see the white. So for this one, I just cut an extra strip of this glitter paper and wrapped it around. And then I wanted to fluff up my bow, so I did put a foam dot behind each of the bow tags. So I love this layout. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful and really showcased this evergreen color. And then the last one, here you can see I did that splatter effect, but this time I did it differently. So this time I used Disney colors, and I did red, black, and yellow. And so I splattered it all first. And then I use that as the foundation for this layout. And to me, I'm a Disney fanatic. So for me, this would be a beautiful piece to put in a shadow box and to give as a Christmas present or to treat yourself to. So this is also available. This particular kit is available in my shop either as a kit, or I can also create it for you and send you the completed layout. I've had lots of people ask to do that. But here you'll see that the glitter paper really, or the glitter shimmer trim really sparkles, and it picks up all of the holographic silver accents in the paper itself. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing all of the fun things that you can do with the glitter paper and all of our glitter accents that Close to My Heart has to offer. Again, make sure you check out my show specials at www.inallsassiness.com. That's www.inallsassiness.com. Have a great day, and whatever you do, make it sassy.